Olsen holding aboard Meisner at first base. Anderson set right at the belt. Runner goes. Pitch on the way is ball 4. So the second walk of the inning and third allowed by Ian Anderson.
Yeah, you can just see the frustration all over Ian. He knows he's got to clean up the free passes. That's the third one, as you mentioned, an inning and 2/3. And it looks like his day might be over.
Here comes Brian Snitker. And that'll be it for Ian Anderson's first spring training outing. He goes through the entire order one time. And he'll look back on 9 batters faced, 3 walks, 1 strikeout. And it's one thing if you're not hitting your spots right now with your slider, your curveball, like you were talking about. But for some of these walks, I think it's the fastball location that he was fighting more than anything. And that reminds you of some of the issues that he had 2-3 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, some of that might have to do with confidence. You know, when you're confident in your stuff, you're attacking the zone, as I mentioned, when he's at his best. He is attacking that zone, but he was kind of dancing around, spiking a lot of his breaking stuff, meaning throwing it in the dirt. And really, a lot of non-competitive pitches, which means pitches the hitters don't even have to think about swinging at. So that's something he's going to sit down tonight, watch the tape, and think about it.
Is the new Braves coach.
Think about how he pitched today and think about what he has to correct. You know, as everybody wants to come to spring training and make the opening day roster on day 1. You just can't do that. So Ian's going to get more chances. He's not going to be happy with how he looked today, but he's going to get more chances. Understandable. It's going to take him a little time to work in a top form.
Oh, and that's why we're here, isn't it?
That's what spring training is all about.
New pitcher is left-hander Jake McSteen. And McSteen out there for the first time this spring. He made 35 appearances at AA Mississippi last year. And McSteen taking over for Ian Anderson and looking for one more out. McSteen, 28 years old, out of the University of Nebraska. We've seen him in spring training in years past. And he's coming along trying to clean it up here in the second inning.
You mentioned that's what spring training is all about, and I had a good conversation this morning with Dylan Lee about, you know, just where he's at on the roster, that he's on the team, that he's, you know, he's a guy now. So if you're guaranteed a roster spot, you know, unless you absolutely crater in spring training is more fun. Dylan can go out there and just work on a changeup one day and throw all changeups and no sliders, and he was just talking about how nice it is to be in that position. So for some of these guys, spring training, as you mentioned, is just time to tinker, time to get better and work on things that might help you during the season.
Takes a lot of the stress and anxiety away, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
When you got a gig. Here's Richie Palacios. First pitch from McSteen, curveball low, 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 Rays. We're in the top of the second inning. Richie Palacios 0 for 1 with a ground out to first base. And he is the 7th Ray to the plate here in the top of the second inning. 1-0 from McSteen. Drops a curveball in for a strike, 1-1. Cameron Meisner, the Rays runner at second base. Carson Williams, their runner at first base. And they're ready to run on contact, do some more damage here in the second. Meanwhile, McSteen kicks and fires a 1-1. That's low and outside, and a 2-1 count on Palacios. McSteen kicks and brings a 2-1. Low and outside with a curve. 3 balls and a strike. And Palacios looking to do what 3 Rays prior have done, and that's walk. And 3 walks in this game, 1 strikeout by Braves pitchers. (3-1) outside, ball 4. So that'll load the bases for Yandy Diaz, who walked back in the first inning. One nothing Rays, and Diaz trying to tack on to that lead right here. Diaz, right-handed hitter. Pitch from McSteen, low and inside.
Just thinking about McSteen, he woke up today thinking he was going to minor league camp, and then, you know, he looks at the poster board on the wall and sees his name. Hey, you're going to back up, and now he finds himself in the thick of it here.
Facing a good hitter in Yandy Diaz. 1-0 pitch, swung on at a deep drive to right field. Brian De La Cruz giving ground on the warning track. Makes a shoulder high catch in front of the right field wall. And the bases are left loaded. Rays strike for 1 run. They do so on 1 hit, 3 walks in the inning. We head to the bottom of the second, 1-0 Tampa Bay.
The Braves and Harris Cherokee Casinos want to give you the spring training.
Tired of looking at your old floors? The solution is 50 Floor, the ultimate flooring experience. Schedule a free in-home consultation, and they'll bring hundreds of samples right to your home. They have the highest quality hardwood, carpet, laminate, and luxury vinyl, with industry-best warranties and a price match guarantee. Book an appointment today. Mention promo code 50FREE and save thousands by getting 50% off your flooring and materials. Call us at 877-50FLOOR or visit us online at 50floor.com. That's 50floor.com.
Get ready to spring into warmer weather. Find the new arrivals of your dreams at American Eagle, including lightweight tees, wear everyday jeans, and comfy matching sets. Get a great look at everything American Eagle has to offer by shopping in-store or online at ae.com.
Whether you're on the water, hitting the trails, or soaking up the sun, Shade and Precision Eyewear provides superior protection and clarity. Since life's too short to compromise on quality, visit SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and use code PLAY20 to get 20% off your purchase.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farah and Farah so we can preserve it before it disappears. Tampa.
Can't you see it? The world powered by solar and renewable energy. Here at Gray Bar, with years of renewables experience, we live in that world. Get in touch to see for yourself.
We are now ready to depart.
Book your visit at graybar.com. Yep, Gray Bar does that.
Mientras más escuches a tus hijos, más atención te prestarán. Por eso le preguntamos a varios niños lo que desean que sus padres escuchen.
Para mí, amor no es dándome regalos o comprando casas y eso. No, amor para mí es abrazos, hablando conmigo.
Escucharlos es amarlos. Encuentra maneras de apoyar emocionalmente a tus hijos en escuchando sentimientos.
Marcell Ozuna climbs in. First pitch to Marcell, clocked into right field, and that's down for a base hit. The very first pitch of the spring for Marcell Ozuna, he thumps into right field, and he's aboard of the leadoff single.
Yeah, we saw that a time or two last year, didn't we?
Yeah, in the last 2 years, we've seen a lot of that out of Marcell.
That's great, because I remember a few years ago when he was really scuffling in spring. And for him to get that first knock, got to feel good.
It felt like he went 0 for the spring a few years ago, and already has his first hit this spring. Michael Harris takes a called strike. Let me give you some numbers on Marcell Ozuna, because we know how good he's been the last 2 years. If you were to combine his last 2 seasons and put the numbers together, it'd really knock your socks off. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way to Michael Harris. Little miss low and inside. For Ozuna the last 2 years, a .289 average, 79 home runs, 204 RBIs, and 180 runs scored. And oh, by the way, he played in every game last year for the first time in his career. 1-1 sent foul by Harris down the first base line. I think you'd say he was the one guy who was healthy all year.
Yeah, I was just looking at some stats from last year this morning, and all the hitting stats, it's crazy. I mean, like 12 or 13 in a row, Ozuna led every single. That's the kind of year he had. Just was so consistent. You know, God forbid he was. Where would the team be without him last year? Oh, my goodness.
Runner at first, no one out. Braves down 1-0. 1-2 to Harris. And he takes a called third strike. Right at the bottom of the zone, Ryan Wills rings him up. He's the home plate umpire. First strikeout of the game by Joe Rock, the left-handed pitcher for the Rays. Braves have Grant Holmes up and tossing in the bullpen, so we'd likely see him come out for the top of the third inning. Meanwhile, Brian De La Cruz is the batter. His first trip to the plate this spring. He'll swing and miss at the first pitch he sees from Rock. We're very familiar with Brian De La Cruz. Spent so much time with the Marlins. 0-1 slug to left center field. That'll split the gap. Cutting it off in deep left center, Cameron Meisner. First to third now for Marcell Ozuna. And feet first into second base with a double, Brian De La Cruz. Hustle double by De La Cruz right out of the box. Able to send a lightning rod into left center field. Cameron Meisner to get a good job getting to it and getting it in quickly, but too late for the fleet feet of Brian De La Cruz on that double.
Yeah, welcome to the team, Mr. De La Cruz. Looking to snag himself a little playing time in Ronald Acuna's stead out there in the outfield. Made a really nice first impression there.
De La Cruz had 21 home runs last year and split time between the Marlins and the Pirates. And we're very familiar with him, and now seeing him in a Braves uniform. So now it's Orlando Arcia who can at least tie the game with a base hit. First pitch to Orlando, a little bit low and outside. He is certainly looking for a bounce-back campaign here in 2025. 2023 was a career year for Orlando. He was an all-star. 1-0 line drive caught by the first baseman. Curtis Mead barely even had to move his feet. Hit a lightning bolt right to him. That's just tough luck because that's likely 2 RBIs if Mead's not there.
Yeah, that was self-defense. That was such a rocket off the bat. Right at Mead's coconut. He just put his glove up in self-defense and made the play there.
With 2 down for Jake Marisnick. Boy, that was absolutely squared up by Orlando, but no luck for him with Mead on the other end. Marisnick takes the ball high. Jake Marisnick, 33 years old, an 11-year Major League vet. He's been with 9 different Major League teams over the course of his 11 years in the big leagues. 1-0 pitch. Taken for a called strike, 1-1.
Hey, you see a guy hanging around that long with that many teams. Jake is a really good defensive outfielder. He made some of the most highlight reel plays you could ever see when he was young. Might have slowed down a step or two, but still really good out there and a great clubhouse guy as well.
1-1 in for a strike, 1-2. Braves down 1-0. Runners at second and third, 2 down. Made a clutch knock right here. The 1-2 pitch on the way to Marisnick. Fouled back. Got a piece of that to hang alive. Marisnick wearing number 94 here in camp for the Braves. There's his navy socks all the way up to his knees. White spikes on. Bright white batting gloves, gripping an all-black bat. Staring down the lefty rock at the 1-2 pitch. Ground ball to third base, taken on the second bounce by Caminero. Gathers and throws, and there's out number 3. So the Braves had 2 men in scoring position, but nothing to show for it. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left, 2 in the books. We head to the top of the third, 1-0 Rays.
With all the money...
Tired of looking at your old floors? The solution is 50 Floor, the ultimate flooring experience. Schedule a free in-home consultation, and they'll bring hundreds of samples right to your home. They have the highest quality hardwood, carpet, laminate, and luxury vinyl, with industry-best warranties and a price match guarantee. Book an appointment today. Mention promo code 50FREE and save thousands by getting 50% off your flooring and materials. Call us at 877-50FLOOR or visit us online at 50floor.com. That's 50floor.com.
Get ready to spring into warmer weather. Find the new arrivals of your dreams at American Eagle, including lightweight tees, wear everyday jeans, and comfy matching sets. Get a great look at everything American Eagle has to offer by shopping in-store or online at ae.com.
Whether you're on the water, hitting the trails, or soaking up the sun, Shade and Precision Eyewear provides superior protection and clarity. Since life's too short to compromise on quality, visit SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and use code PLAY20 to get 20% off your purchase.
If you've been in a big truck accident, you need a lawyer that specializes in big trucks. A lawyer who knows all the federal traffic rules that can affect your case.
And who can navigate the complex web of laws dealing with the trucking company, the leasing company, the shipper, and all the other details that can complicate your case.
At Farah & Farah, we've seen it all, and we're ready to go the long haul to fight for you. Tampa.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
If you build a relationship, then it becomes easier. If you build trust, it becomes easier. As a parent, you want what's best for your child, to give them the love that a child.
Northport, Florida. Ian Anderson's day is done and dusted after an inning and 2/3, 1 hit, 1 earned, 3 walks, and 1 strikeout. Next man out for the Braves, familiar face, familiar hairdo. Grant Holmes comes trotting in from the right center bullpen. 28-year-old made 26 appearances for the Braves, pressed into starting duty late in the year, made 7 starts. Braves are looking to see if he could become a fixture at the back end of that rotation.
And there to greet him, Christopher Morel to lead it off in the top of the third. And Morel takes ball low and outside. Boy, what didn't Grant Holmes do last year?
Really valuable piece. He could start, long relief, short relief at the end of the year. He was great.
There's the 1-0 pitch. Outside, 2 balls, no strikes. I remember one particular day where he went out and started. It was a ball game in Milwaukee. And it was his first start, if I remember accurately. His first start of the year. Had been coming on in relief at that point. There's a 2-0 pitch. Ground ball to third and foul. 2 balls and a strike on Morel. And I said, how do you feel? He said, honestly, the only difference in what I've been doing compared to what I did last night, my back's a little sore. That's it. In other words, to him, no big deal. Whatever they need me to do, just tell me and I'll go do it.
That's a great attitude.
Here's the 2-1. Morel gets under it. Fly ball to left field. Routine fly ball for Jake Marisnik. He's under it and makes the catch out in left field. Had to battle the sunshine for a moment, but won that battle and won away here in the third.
You know, with what he's gone through in the minor leagues, just grinding for so long and to finally get an opportunity, I'm sure he's willing to do whatever the Braves ask him to do. And, over the course of last season, the Braves really started to believe we got something here. We got something special. And you let a guy like Charlie Morton walk and Max Fried walk. You got a couple holes in your rotation. So this is one of the candidates they feel strongly about being able to fill those holes.
Josh Lowe, the batter, takes a called strike. 1-0 Rays, top of the third. Bases empty, 1 down. I mean, imagine that. 10 years in the minor leagues. That's what Grant Holmes endured. 0-1, bouncer to first base, taken on 2 big hops by Matt Olson. Steps on the bag with the left foot, 2 down. But you'd imagine at some point during that decade in the minor leagues, the thought would have crossed your mind, maybe I should just hang this up. Maybe I should just give up. It's not going to happen. I've been here 7, 8, 9, 10 years. And I asked him that exact same question. He said, that thought never crossed my mind.
Wow.
And he said, the reason that is because I loved the game. And I think you have to have that kind of love for the game to stick with it that long without reaching the big leagues. Pitch misses low and outside. So when the call finally came for him to go to the big leagues, I mean, you could say that the appreciation showed by Grant Holmes is more than your average player because he'd spent so long in the minor leagues. Chase and a miss there. That wiped out. Caminero now with a 1-1 count.
I just feel like at some point, if you have to eat one more peanut butter and jelly sandwich, you're going to snap. I know that was at that point for me in low A, Cedar Rapids. So I'm sure at some point he gave up on those.
1-1, check swing, you win, 1-2. So if for nothing else, the nourishment of getting to the big leagues.
Listen, pal, it was 6 days a week, PB&J pregame. On Wednesdays, it was a hot dog. It's like, dude, if I don't get out of here, I'm going to lose it.
Brother, it wasn't much better in the press box. I can promise you that. Here's the 1-2. Caminero hits one high and deep, flying way on back to the left field wall, and that is onto the burn. Junior Caminero puts one out there beyond the left field wall. That makes it a 2-0 Rays lead as he blasts one out to left.
It's Caminero's first home run of the spring in a 1-2 count.
So Caminero has now scored both Rays runs. He scored on the fielder's choice back in the 2nd inning. And now he hits his first spring training home run here in the 3rd inning. Curtis Mead, the batter. He swings and slices one foul down the right field line. Rays 2, Braves nothing, top of the 3rd. And the 0-1 pitch coming up from Grant Holmes. Kicks his leg, brings the 0-1, and there's a humpback liner into left center that's down for a base hit. So Mead extends the inning with a 2-out single, and the bat will be in the hands of Ben Rortvedt. Meade now 2 for 2, couple of singles. So he's down at first. Here's Rortvedt, left-handed hitting catcher, who's 0 for 1 with a fly out to right field. And Holmes deals. First pitch swinging Rortvedt and a high towering fly ball to left, fighting the son Marisnik, and at the last second he finds it. Boy, he couldn't find it for a while, was shading his eyes with his throwing arm, and then at the last second found it and stabbed it for out number 3. But the Rays pick up a home run by Junior Caminero. He had to the bottom of the third, 2-0 Tampa Bay.
When life throws you a curveball.
Tired of looking at your old floors? The solution is 50 Floor, the ultimate flooring experience. Schedule a free in-home consultation, and they'll bring hundreds of samples right to your home. They have the highest quality hardwood, carpet, laminate, and luxury vinyl, with industry-best warranties and a price match guarantee. Book an appointment today. Mention promo code 50FREE and save thousands by getting 50% off your flooring and materials. Call us at 877-50-FLOOR or visit us online at 50floor.com. That's 50floor.com.
Spring into warmer weather at American Eagle. We have new arrivals that will elevate your style for the new season. You'll find lightweight tops, trending trousers, and wear everyday jeans. Check them out in store or shop online at ae.com.
Whether you're on the water, hitting the trails, or soaking up the sun, Shade and Precision Eyewear provides superior protection and clarity. Since life's too short to compromise on quality, visit SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and use code PLAY20 to get 20% off your purchase.
Life doesn't stop after you've been involved in a car accident. You've got things to do and places to be. If your car is damaged, call Farah and Farah anytime, 7 days a week. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
But dude averages 18 yards after catch.
We get it. When you're passionate about something, you go all in. You live entirely in that world. That's exactly how Graybar is about renewable energy projects.
He's all fourth quarter, such a
Join our League of Clean Energy at graybar.com. Yep, Graybar does that.
It's time to say hello, baseball, as spring training returns to MLB Network. Turn on the most live coverage from pitchers and catchers reporting all the way to opening day. Check in with the players. Check out the new rosters with previews of all 30 clubs in 15 days. Plus, the most live spring training games anywhere.
Rays 2-0. The second Rays pitcher of the day will be Alex Faedo, 6'5", 225-pound right-hander. First round pick in the 2017 draft, number 18, out of the University of Florida, my alma mater. So very familiar with this guy. He was an absolute stud in college. Last 3 seasons he's been pitching for the Tigers, going back and forth from the rotation to the bullpen, but looks like he'll be working out of the pen for these Tampa Bay Rays.
He's a Tampa guy, so this is a homecoming for him. Went to Alonzo High School there in Tampa. And facing Chadwick Tromp. 2-0 Rays, bottom of the third. First pitch swinging, line drive into left field by Chadwick Tromp. Good sweet swing by Chadwick. And he has his first knock of the spring. It's a leadoff single for the Braves here in the third.
Death taxes and Tromp jumping on the first fastball he sees.
He loves it, doesn't he?
Some things never change. I love it. New pitcher coming into a game, first outing of spring. Why not be aggressive?
Yeah, pull the trigger. Back to the top of the order to Eli White. Eli walked back in the first inning. Made a really slick defensive play time later. Eli takes a strike on the inside corner. Final line for Joe Rock. 2 innings, no runs, 2 hits, a walk, and a strikeout. And I was a little bit disappointed to see Alex Faedo out there. Nothing against him, but I'll explain in just a moment. Here's the 0-1 pitch. White with a ground ball left side. Going to be a tough play, and that sneaks its way through between Williams and Caminero. Base hit into left field. Williams and Caminero just about banged heads out there. The shortstop and the third baseman going for it. And a base hit by Eli White puts him at first and second for Austin Riley. For the Rays on their traveling roster today, they have 2 number 31s. One of them, Alex Faedo, a right-hander, and the other, Dan Hammer. And I was hoping that it was Hammer following Rock so I could have Rock and Hammer back-to-back on the mound for the Rays. But it is Faedo. We might see Hammer some other time. Riley takes a called strike. Alston reached on a fielder's choice in the second inning. Braves have 4 hits, nothing to show for it yet. One to Riley and a fly ball to right field. Josh Lowe in his tracks makes the catch. Tagging from second, Chadwick Trop, and he'll go into third base standing.
Yep, that's one of the joys of spring training, huh? You can have two guys with the same uniform number. If your starting pitcher gets in a jam, he can go sit in the dugout before he gets his 3 outs and then come back out the next inning.
It's like I say every year, if you can call a spring training game doing what we do, you can do anything in the regular season. Guys with the same numbers. Some guys don't even have a spot on the roster nor a name on the back of their uniform, just a number out there. We're guessing who it might be. Matt Olson to the plate, looking to put the Braves on the board. Takes a ball in the dirt. Good stop behind the plate by Rortvedt. Braves trailing 2-0 in the bottom of the third inning. Rays picked up 1 run in the second on a fielder's choice RBI by Cameron Meisner, and then a home run in the third inning for Junior Caminero to make it 2-0 Tampa Bay. 1-0, check swing, didn't go. Pitch misses low on a 2-0 count. Meanwhile, the Braves had second and third with 1 down in the second, couldn't score. And now they have first and third with 1 down here in the third inning, looking for a different outcome. Hitters count for Olson. 2-0 pitch. Ground ball bounce to first. Meade has it. Squares to second for 1. Back to first for 2. And the Braves are once again denied with the runner in scoring position. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 1 man left. We've completed 3. As we head to the top of the 4th inning, it's 2-0 Tampa Bay.
At Marietta Eye Clinic, we understand.
Tired of looking at your old floors? The solution is 50 Floor, the ultimate flooring experience. Schedule a free in-home consultation, and they'll bring hundreds of samples right to your home. They have the highest quality hardwood, carpet, laminate, and luxury vinyl, with industry-best warranties and a price match guarantee. Book an appointment today. Mention promo code 50FREE and save thousands by getting 50% off your flooring and materials. Call us at 877-50FLOOR or visit us online at 50floor.com. That's 50floor.com.
Get ready to spring into warmer weather. Find the new arrivals of your dreams at American Eagle, including lightweight tees, wear everyday jeans, and comfy matching sets. Get a great look at everything American Eagle has to offer by shopping in-store or online at ae.com.
If you've been in a big truck accident, you need a lawyer that specializes in big trucks. A lawyer who knows all the federal traffic rules that can affect your case.
And who can navigate the complex web of laws dealing with the trucking company, the leasing company, the shipper, and all the other details that can complicate your case.
At Farah & Farah, we've seen it all, and we're ready to go the long haul to fight for you. Tampa.
Can't you see it? The world powered by solar and renewable energy. Here at Graybar, with years of renewables experience, we live in that world. Get in touch to see for yourself.
We are now ready to depart.
Book your visit at graybar.com. Yep, Graybar does that.
Spring's in full swing on MLB Network. Turn on the most live spring training games anywhere. Then recap today's news and highlights on MLB Tonight as the best analysts.
Spring training home of the Atlanta Braves alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you. 2-0 lead for the Rays as they scored 1 run in the second, another in the third, and here in the top of the 4th, they'll have 8, 9, and 1 with Meisner, Williams, and Palacios due up versus Grant Holmes. Grant faced 5 batters in the 3rd inning, so this is his 2nd inning of work. And he pumps in a called strike on Cameron Meisner. Grant Holmes, black glove, tucked up against his left rib cage, nods in agreement with Chadwick Trop. And the 0-1. A little bit low and inside, 1-1. You mentioned the really long hair that Grant Holmes has. It's down past his shoulders. Very long, curly, brunette hair, all the way down to the nameplate on the back of his uniform. 1-1, swing and a miss by Meisner. And I asked him once, when did this start? When to get hair that long? How long has it been since you had a full-on haircut? Because they'll have haircuts now just to trim it up a little bit, but keep the length. He said 2017. It's the first time he had a full haircut. It's been growing ever since then. Chase and a miss by Meisner. He gets cut down and strikes out. 1 down, and let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Braves Radio Network.
Atlanta Atlanta's only home for Braves spring training. WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station. The home of the Braves, the Fan.
One down for Carson Williams. Base is empty and a 2-0 lead for the Rays in the top of the fourth. Williams takes a called strike.
You're just scratching out some simple math here, Ben. It looks like Grant has saved himself about $2,500 in haircuts over that period. That's outrageous, thinking about it.
That's very frugal. Oh, one low and outside.
You know, say you get a haircut every 4 weeks. I know that might be a little aggressive. Maybe it's 6 weeks, but we'll say $25 a haircut. Yeah, that's $2,400. Think of the things you could do with that, besides having beautiful hair.
Well, especially for a guy at the time was a lifetime minor leaguer. Comebacker, ramps off the mound, glove back of second by Eli White, wings it over to Olsen for out number 2. It's more money for PB&Js in the minor leagues.
Yeah. I think the minor league soured me on those. And my wife is talking to me. She's texting me saying, hey, don't talk about peanut butter and jelly like that.
I love those things. Well, see, that's my biggest weakness during the regular season. I'll put on a solid 8 to 10 pounds just on the Uncrustables on the plane alone. Palacios lifts one out towards center. Here comes Michael Harris. He'll gallop to it, make the catch, and down go the Rays 1-2-3 in the top of the fourth inning. We head to the bottom of the inning, 2-0 Rays.
Everything changes with the passage of time.
Spring into warmer weather at American Eagle. We have new arrivals that will elevate your style for the new season. You'll find lightweight tops, trending trousers, and wear everyday jeans. Check them out in store or shop online at ae.com.
Attention homeowners, Chelsea here. For a limited time, Renewal by Andersen is making it easy to upgrade your home during our free window month. When you buy 4 windows or patio doors, you'll get 1 free. Our exclusive Fibrex material delivers the perfect combination of energy efficiency, durability, and style. Perfect for your home makeover this season. But hurry, this offer won't last long. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation today. Renewal by Andersen, the better way to a better window. Restrictions apply. See website for details. License number CGC 1527613.
The ultimate March Hoops experience is in downtown Las Vegas on Fremont Street. Don't miss out on Mania Under the Sun at Stadium Swim at Circa Resort and Casino. There's no better place to take in the action than in our 6 pools with our 143-foot screen. Experience the games poolside with various seating options from cabanas, daybeds, booths, and more. No matter the size of your group, Stadium Swim is the place to be. Find all our Stadium Swim options at circalasvegas.com. Don't miss out on the action.
Can't you see it? The world powered by solar and renewable energy. Here at Gray Bar, with years of renewables experience, we live in that world. Get in touch to see for yourself.
We are now ready to depart.
Book your visit at graybar.com. Yep, Gray Bar does that.
Spring's in full swing on MLB Network. Turn on the most live spring training games anywhere. Then recap today's news and highlights on MLB Tonight as the best analysts in baseball catch up on the day's news, highlights, and even hear from the players themselves.
I want to win a World Series. I want to do it in Kansas City.
Still trailing the Rays. The score is 2-0. New pitcher for the Rays is Cole Sulser, a big league veteran of 6 seasons. He's been around a little bit, 5 different teams, coming back to the Rays after he started his career with them. Last season, made 10 appearances out of the bullpen for a 2.76 ERA, 16 1/3 innings pitched. 34-year-old, throws right-handed. Yeah, we'll say he's not a short king, but he's a mid-sized king, 6'1".
Okay, here's Marcell Ozuna. Swings at the first pitch, pops it up high, shallow right. Palacios out, low in, and the right-footer Josh Lowe makes the catch. So 1 down here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Folks, get your vehicle sparkling clean this spring at Tidal Wave Auto Spa, the official car wash of the Atlanta Braves. With over 290 locations nationwide, Tidal Wave is your go-to destination for clean car happiness. Experience clean car shine worthy of the major leagues today at Tidal Wave Auto Spa. 1 down for Michael Harris. Takes ball low. Yeah, we've seen Sulser in our division here and there. He's been with the Mets and the Marlins. Also been with the Rays, like you mentioned, and the Diamondbacks, Orioles. 1-0 to Michael Harris. 9-away, 2-0.
There's so many pitching changes in spring. We spend the whole time when the pitcher's running in trying to figure out who the heck it is, right? I said, It looks like a short righty, and I got admonished by our vertically challenged producer a little bit.
He said, what's wrong with that?
Yeah.
It is a called strike.
So 6'1" is not short, but after, guys like Joe Rock and Alex Faedo, he looks a little smaller.
Right.
Those guys are in 6'4", 6'6".
There's 2-1. Harris, one off the thumbs, little floater to third, then it'll be caught out of the air by Caminero. What is your true height?
6'3"3/4".
What's the tallest you were ever listed at on a roster or a media guide? Was it ever a stretch up a little bit?
I mean, if you count a quarter of an inch, yeah. I was always 6'4". Yeah.
Always 6'4". I was just curious if they were ever 6'5".
I think the short kings are the guys whose heights get fudged a little bit.
Right. Like if you're 5'10", 6 feet.
Yeah, and then the weights are wildly inaccurate now in the major leagues.
Ryan De La Cruz, vicious swing and a miss.
Like Ian Anderson was 180 pounds when he was 19.
Right.
He's not under 200 now. So they need to update those once in a while.
See, I think that might be the problem. Once they get the weight figure, it just stays that the rest of their career. Yeah. That'll be fouled back.
Although MLB does have accurate heights on all these hitters now, I found out that in preparation for that ABS, the automatic ball strike,
right?
They come out and computer measure each player, and so that they can determine the top and the bottom of their strike zone.
And for the Braves, that measurement took place on picture day a few days ago.
Is that right?
Uh-huh. They had them stand up against the wall, do the measurement, get your picture taken, boom, out of there.
One of 37 pictures you have to take.
0-2 to De La Cruz. Misses inside 1-2. Yeah, I'm right there with you on the weights being inaccurate. What do you think Marcell Ozuna weighs? I mean, because he's strong as an ox.
Yeah.
They have him listed at 225.
Yeah.
1-2 to De La Cruz is low. Hey, Marcel's, 6'1", 6'2"?
Yeah, that sounds right.
I mean, I'd say he's every bit of 240 and just rock solid.
I haven't caught him on the scale yet, but next time I'm in there, I'll check.
Okay.
And I don't want to make the Big Bear angry, so I'm not going to throw a number out there like you.
2-2, fouled off. But what I'm saying is it's muscle. So if I'm adding on 10, 15 pounds of muscle, I think it's a tip of the cap.
Okay.
It's a lot harder to put muscle on than fat, brother. Here's a 2-2. De La Cruz gets into one to deep center field. Going back now, Meisner. He's under it and makes the catch out in deep center. So the Braves go down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the fourth. We roll into the top of the fifth. 2-0 Tampa Bay.
A musician with technical knowledge.
Tired of looking at your old floors? The solution is 50 Floor, the ultimate flooring experience. Schedule a free in-home consultation, and they'll bring hundreds of samples right to your home. They have the highest quality hardwood, carpet, laminate, and luxury vinyl, with industry-best warranties and a price match guarantee. Book an appointment today, mention promo code 50FREE, and save thousands by getting 50% off your flooring and materials. Call us at 877-50-FLOOR, or visit us online at 50floor.com. That's 50floor.com.
Spring into warmer weather at American Eagle. We have new arrivals that will elevate your style for the new season. You'll find lightweight tops, trending trousers, and wear everyday jeans. Check them out in store or shop online at ae.com.
Before you accept an insurance settlement for damage to your car, think about this. An accident stays on your car's history permanently, whether it was repaired or not. And if you try to sell it, a potential buyer can easily look it up and try to offer you less. That's diminished value. That's value you're entitled to. Value we fight for. Put our experience to work for you. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Can't you see it? The world powered by solar and renewable energy. Here at Graybar, with years of renewables experience, we live in that world. Get in touch to see for yourself.
We are now ready to depart.
Book your visit at graybar.com. Yep, Graybar does that.
Spring's in full swing on MLB Network. Turn on the most live spring training games anywhere. Then recap today's news and highlights on MLB Tonight as the best analyst.
2-0 Tampa. Grant Holmes' day is done after 2 tight innings, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 1 1K, the only run coming off of a junior Caminero moonshot to left. On to relieve him, the 28-year-old right-hander, Daysbel Hernandez, had a really dominant season last year at AAA Gwinnett. Saw quite a bit of time in the major leagues, became a fixture at the back end of that bullpen late in the season. He had 16 games.
His first pitch, a little bit low and outside of Yandy Diaz.
Yeah, Daysbel is going to be a guy that the Braves look to get some big outs late in the game here this season.
Called strike on Diaz. 1 ball, 1 strike. Got some defensive changes. Will pass along your way after this 1-1 pitch. That'll be sent foul back into the screen. 2 new outfielders for the Braves. In center field is Kevin Kilpatrick. And Connor Capel is in right field.
Again, Joe Rock available in the Tampa Bay clubhouse.
1-2 and a ground ball to third. Brand new third baseman Charles LeBlanc is up with it. Fires across the diamond to the new first baseman Cade Bunnell. That's in time for the out. Also, Eddie Alvarez is the new second baseman. So LeBlanc is at third, Alvarez at second, Bunnell is at first. Daysbel Hernandez, fourth pitcher used by the Braves. Pitch misses to Christopher Morel, 97 on that heater. To Morel. Check swing. The appeal. He did go 1-1. With the stuff that Hernandez has, throws very hard, 97, 98. Would you say high end for potential this season could be a setup guy, an eighth inning guy? 1-1 low and outside.
I think so. The stuff is there, right? It's a high 90s heater and a really good slider that he seems to have pretty good control of. I think that's a question that really has to be answered here at spring.
2-1 pitch low and outside. Basically the Joe Jimenez role a year ago.
Yeah. Yes. Who's going to fill those 2 late inning vacancies of A.J. Minter and Joe Jimenez?
3-1 is low and in ball 4.
And if you ask me my humble opinion, that's probably the biggest question about this Braves roster that has yet to be answered is who's going to be getting those clutch outs late in the game, because it's such a luxury for a manager to just roll out these guys one after the other. Minter, Pierce Johnson, Jimenez, Iglesias. You feel really good about that. Well, as it stands right now, you just don't have that. So you got some guys to step up, and this is one they're looking to do that.
Josh Lowe, check swing, fouled off 0-1. So, in other words, you know who's got the ninth inning. That's Russell.
Right.
But bridging that gap from starter to your closer, I think a lot of teams might even know who the candidates are, but where do they slide in? I don't even know that we know all the candidates yet. 1 low and inside, and that's what we're going to discover at spring training, we hope.
I think, as we mentioned, Daysbel's got the stuff. He's got to command it a little bit, and some days he would come out and not really have it.
1-1 in the air to left field. Jake Marisnik over to his left, trying to get there. Dives, can't get there. It's by him and rolls to the base of the wall. Around second, heading for third, Morel. He's going to get the windmill to head to the plate. Braves at the cutoff man. Action stops right there. Run scores. It's a double off the bat of Josh Lowe to make it 3-0. Good effort by Jake Marisnik. Gave everything that he had, diving to his left, but just out of his reach, and by him into the wall. Once that took place, you knew that Morel was going to cruise home.
Yeah, I'm surprised Jake attempted a dive out there and left. He's been really struggling with the sun today here in Northport. You mentioned there's only a few little clouds out there blocking the sun, so that was kind of a high-risk move there. Just couldn't come up with it.
Rays cash in the walk. Caminero swings at the first pitch, pops it up towards foul ground, down the right field line, drifting back Cade Bunnell. Under it, makes the catch halfway between the stands and the foul line. And after an RBI double, you love getting an out on one pitch.
And with Daysbel, as hard as he throws, as good as his stuff is, that velocity, all it does for you is give you a bigger margin for error, because the hitter has less time to react to what he's seeing. So, he doesn't have to be perfect. He doesn't have to be Dylan Lee level of command with his stuff. But Brian Snecker's got to know what he's going to get when he puts him out there, and that's really the crux of it.
There's Curtis Mead, who's 2 for 2. He'll take a first pitch strike. Mead, 24 years old, from Australia. 0-1 pitch, chopper off the plate down the third base line and foul. And suddenly nothing in 2, and Daysbel Hernandez could really use a swing and a miss here to get through this jam in the 5th. Rays leading the Braves 3-0 as we're in the top of the 5th inning. Mead, a right-handed hitter. Taps the bat on his right shoulder. Offering from Daysbel Hernandez is sent foul over the rooftop down the right field line. Braves in the bottom of the inning will have 7, 8, 9 due up. That'll be Arcia, Marisnick, and Tromp. And currently trailing 3-0, even though they've matched the Rays in the hit column. 0-2 low and outside. 1-2. One-two pitch. Big bouncer up the middle. Tough play. Glove flip by Eddie Alvarez to his shortstop, Orlando Arcia. And that goes bouncing by the shortstop. From second to third goes low. And Mead now 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Really nothing Eddie Alvarez could do once he got his glove on it. But he saves a run just by keeping it from going into the outfield. So the inning continues for Ben Rortvedt. That's with 2 down. Takes fastball high and outside. Big day for Curtis Mead. Going 3 for 3. 1-0 from Daysbel Hernandez is outside. 2-0. Rays with 5 hits in the game, but also 5 walks allowed by Braves pitchers. 2-0 pitch, huge hack and a miss.
Yeah, like that 2-0 behind, falls behind 2-0 with his heater and comes back with a 2-0 slider. Rortvedt was not expecting to see that, so he swung out of his shoes like he was going to get a heater there. Love to see that command of the slider.
2-1, pulled foul on the right field line, went back to the slider. Rortvedt 0 for 2. A fly out to right and a fly out to left. Left-handed hitting catcher, Ben Rortvedt. Staring down Daysbel Hernandez on the 2-2. Flipped in the air down the left field line. Charging that way. Marisnick can't get there, and that lays down for a base hit. 1 run is in. Holding at first base with the RBI single is Rortvedt. Perfectly placed about 3/4 of the way down the left field line and out of the reach of Jake Marisnick. So it is now a 4-0 Rays lead here in the top of the 5th inning.
Yeah, Daysbel, as I mentioned, got back in the count with that slider, threw 2 good ones to get back in it, and then that 2-2 one just didn't do much. And you know, these are major league hitters. You do that, you know, the ball's going to fall in. Ben Rortvedt cashes a run in there.
Here's Cameron Meisner, takes the ball low and inside. Curtis Mead went first to third on the single down the left field line by Rortvedt. And they've got him at the corners with 2 down. That third out just isn't coming easily for Daysbel Hernandez. 1-0 pitch, broken bat floater out to short. That'll be caught out of the air by Orlando Arcia. Barrel of that bat landed on the grass between first and the mound. And Daysbel Hernandez walks off the field after out number 3. But 2 runs across for the Rays in the top of the 5th. They strand a pair. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. 4-0 Tampa Bay.
When you buy a Subaru from Subaru of Gwinnett, you're...
Tired of looking at your old floors? The solution is 50 Floor, the ultimate flooring experience. Schedule a free in-home consultation, and they'll bring hundreds of samples right to your home. They have the highest quality hardwood, carpet, laminate, and luxury vinyl, with industry-best warranties and a price match guarantee. Book an appointment today, mention promo code 50FREE, and save thousands by getting 50% off your flooring and materials. Call us at 877-50FLOOR, or visit us online at 50floor.com. That's 50floor.com.
Get ready to spring into warmer weather. Find the new arrivals of your dreams at American Eagle, including lightweight tees, wear everyday jeans, and comfy matching sets. Get a great look at everything American Eagle has to offer by shopping in-store or online at ae.com.
Businesses invite you into their store to spend money so they can make a profit. This means that under the law, they have a duty to maintain a safe premises.
Whether it's a leak on the floor, bad lighting, an item falling off a shelf, or if you're attacked on the premises, it doesn't matter.
Stores have a legal duty to keep you safe on their property.
Our responsibility at Farah & Farah is to protect you when they don't.
Tampa.
But dude averages 18 yards after catch.
We get it. When you're passionate about something, you go all in. You live entirely in that world. That's exactly how Graybar is about renewable energy projects.
He's all fourth quarter, such a
Join our League of Clean Energy at graybar.com. Yep, Graybar does that.
Calling all baseball fans, want to help shape the game you love? Then it's time to step up to the plate because Major League Baseball wants to hear from fans like you. Join MLB's Fans at Bat community and share your thoughts and opinions on topics such as new game rules, in-stadium experiences, and upcoming MLB content. Plus, learn how your feedback helps shape the future of baseball. Raise your voice and show your passion. Sign up today at
of Commerce Day here in Southwest Florida. Couldn't ask for any better weather. Next pitcher for the Tampa Bay Rays, Keyshawn Askew. Left-handed thrower, 6'4", 190, 25-year-old. Matriculated out of Clemson University. Got some amazing numbers from AA last year. So this is a guy that the Rays are going to have their eye on. Kind of a funky left-hander. Got elbows and knees and everything flying everywhere. So we'll see if he can do it here against Orlando Arcia.
Got a 4-0 lead as Orlando climbs in. Orlando, victim of some bad luck in his first trip to the plate. Takes the ball high and outside. Keyshawn Askew's an Atlanta kid. Went to McEachern High School. Then, like you mentioned, went to Clemson. Tall, lean left-hander. Brings the offering on the way to Arcia. Orlando takes a called strike. Orlando came to the plate in the second inning. Had an RBI opportunity. Had second and third, one out. And he hit a missile, but right to Curtis Mead, the first baseman. 2-1 check swing on a pitch that missed inside. 3 balls and a strike. So it's good to see Orlando hit the ball hard back in the second inning, just not the placement that he wanted. Hitters count here. Pitch on the way from Askew. Swung on, popped up. Shallow right field. The new right fielder, Matthew Etzel, is under it. And he'll make the catch out in right. And one down here in the 5th inning.
So I mentioned Askew's numbers in AA. 51 games, 1.4 ERA, 64 innings pitched, only 43 hits allowed. And after that last pitch, Orlando flew out and was a fastball down the middle. But Askew's low arm slot presents kind of a funny presentation and made the ball ride, and just Orlando could not get up to it up there.
So a good amount of deception by Askew. Here's Jake Marisnik. Takes the ball outside. I know you really get in pretty deep with the pitching analytics, and it's really interesting to hear you talk about it. I enjoy hearing you explain things because you're able to explain some things that I otherwise wouldn't be able to understand when it comes to some of these pitching analytics and things that you're looking at. 1-0 is inside, but something that you mentioned yesterday on our ride home that I found to be really interesting. You said really the last thing they've not been able to quantify statistically yet is deception, and there are some people trying to invent models to really quantify deception of a pitcher who goes in for a called strike. And I thought that was pretty interesting that, number one, they're trying to quantify such a thing, and number two, how you'd accurately go about doing that.
Yeah, but it's a race to quantify everything in baseball to try and find that little edge over the other 29 teams, and the Rays are right at the forefront of it.
2-1 pitch. Swung on a miss by Marisnik, 2-2.
And deception is one of those things, much like clubhouse chemistry. Clubhouse chemistry is going to be harder to quantify, but deception, they're trying to make an effort to do that. And I'm sure other teams have their own models, but I was looking at one the other day I found very interesting.
2-2 pitch. Upstairs, 3-2.
And the simplest way to describe it, it's all based on the batter's swing take decision. So if the batter takes a pitch that traditionally has caused a pitch that has been done a lot of damage on, the pitcher is deceiving the batter.
There's the 3-2, and that'll be fouled back.
If, the pitcher throws a hittable pitch and the batter can't square it up, right? That shows, okay, there's something going on here with this pitcher that these hitters just don't pick up. So it's a really interesting, it's a very complicated model. I was surprised that somebody had the thoroughness to create it.
Again, the 3-2 fouled off. So to me, even if they're completely successful in doing so, I do think that it's interesting that you could attempt to quantify such a thing.
Yeah.
And at least put it into some kind of term, some kind of statistic where you could point this out to a certain guy and say, well, the reason they're not hitting this fastball is because of the deception of his delivery.
Mm-hmm.
And there's value in that, obviously. Payoff pitch from Askew. Outside ball 4.
Yeah, I think, baseball, we went through a phase where everybody was throwing hard four-seamers and big curveballs off those, right? And we trained a whole generation of minor league hitters to hit high four-seamers and big curveballs. So now I think we're going back the other way, where these guys that have a little bit of funk to them, that's what we want, because we want to show these guys a different presentation. The sinker is becoming more in vogue again. Change-ups, split fingers. So we're kind of moving away from the status quo.
Chadwick Tromp, the batter, takes ball inside. Rays 4, Braves nothing. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Braves have a runner at first and 1 out. Chadwick 1 for 1 with a single. And a single back in the 3rd inning. 1-0 to Trump. Bouncer down the third baseline, foul. Speaking of the evolution of pitching, I mean, this game's been around 150 plus years, and the game continues to evolve. Pitching continues to evolve. And there's even still new pitches being invented, as we discovered before the game today, didn't we?
Yeah, that was super cool.
We'll have to talk more about the kick change here in a little while. There's a 1-1 pitch. That'll miss outside. Snap throw down to first base, and back in with a dive to first, Jake Marisnick. Yeah, you and I were chatting with Paul Davis on the pitching side for the Braves and talking about new variations of pitches, and there's a pitch out there that's kind of a mix between a splitter and a change that they call them the kick change, aren't they?
I had never heard of it, and I thought I was up to date on these sort of things because I love to nerd out on the pitching.
2-1 pitch popped up by Trump, reaching for the stands, and that becomes a foul ball.
Yeah, I was saying a couple years ago when I was still playing after a game, the Braves bullpen guys were sitting around having a couple cold pops, as we were wont to do at the time. And we were talking, hey, do you think there's any new pitch grips going to be any new pitches introduced at the major league level? And a couple guys said no, and I said I think it's never going to stop. And so this kick change is something I'd never heard of, and it really was pretty cool. We got to see a high-speed video of it.
2-2 to Trump. And he swings and gets a piece of it to foul it off, 2-2. Well, this is basically where we were 3-4 years ago with the sweeper.
Yeah.
I think for a lot of us, hearing the term sweeper, that was a new term. And that could be the same thing with the kick change in the next few years.
Yeah, not to get too nerdy, but it all has to do with how you naturally orientate your hand to the ball for a pitcher. Spencer Strider being a good example of somebody that's right behind the ball, really trying to spin the four-seamer up in the zone. It's going to be a little harder for him to get on the side of the baseball.
2-2 to Trump. And he squares one up to deep center field. Cameron Meisner over to his left. He sees it. Makes the catch about 8 feet shy of the warning track and 2 away.
And to throw a traditional changeup, you really have to over-pronate, meaning you're bringing your thumb inside towards the ground. And this kick change is a different way to do it. It's kind of a cheat code where you don't really have to think about pronating for those guys who are really behind the ball or not on the right side of it. So I found it fascinating, and I'm going to dive into that a little bit more tonight, try to educate myself on it.
2 down for Eddie Alvarez. 4-0 Rays are in the bottom of the 5th. Not a miss outside. Well, the reason we bring it up is because this time of year, number one, everybody in the organization is here.
Yeah.
And everybody's coming off an off season with new ideas and things that they've discovered and tinkering that they've done. And every now and then, especially when it comes to pitches, something brand new can come up and evolve and become something that's used in the game a lot. Runner goes, pitches a ball. They're down to second base, off to the shortstop side of the bag and skipping off into center field. Holding tight at second base, Jake Marisnick. But he steals second. He's in scoring position with 2 down.
Yeah, and this time of year, as you mentioned, everybody goes home and they go to their pitching labs and they tinker with new pitches, and that's how these pitch grips spread. Is guys go home and the kind of spreads like a virus, and it spreads through the major leagues, and everybody within a couple years has heard of it. Now they're tinkering with it. I find it very fascinating.
See if Eddie Alvarez can get the Braves on the board. 2-0 pitch, swung on and missed, 2-1. I'm right there with you. I think it's fascinating to think that after all these years, all these decades, that you could still come up with a new grip, a new orientation of how to hold the ball and make it do something differently. 2-1 to Alvarez. Strike, 2-2.
Sometimes I like to think what Sandy Koufax could do with the technology that's around, or Nolan Ryan, or any of these, learning what a sweeper is, what seam shifted wake, a kick change, which we learned about today.
Askew brings the 2-2 pitch, and Alvarez fouls it off. But the grip we were looking at, where you'd think about a split finger, the ball's between the index finger and the middle finger. And in this case, the ball was between the index finger and the ring finger, with the middle finger just kind of relaxed on top. And when the ball comes out, the middle finger makes contact with the ball, causing it the kick change like you're talking about. It can orient the ball to move a certain way. That'll be swung on and missed. And Alvarez strikes out. But we're learning all sorts of new things like we do every year at spring training. It's fun to bring them to our listeners on the air, because who knows what pitch might develop into something that is used throughout the entire league. We move along into the top of the 6th inning. It's a 4-0 lead for the Rays.
The Braves and Harris. Tired of looking at your old floors? The solution is 50 Floor, the ultimate flooring experience. Schedule a free in-home consultation, and they'll bring hundreds of samples right to your home. They have the highest quality hardwood, carpet, laminate, and luxury vinyl, with industry-best warranties and a price match guarantee. Book an appointment today. Mention promo code 50FREE and save thousands by getting 50% off your flooring and materials. Call us at 877-50-FLOOR or visit us online at 50floor.com. That's 50floor.com.
Spring into warmer weather at American Eagle. We have new arrivals that will elevate your style for the new season. You'll find lightweight tops, trending trousers, and wear everyday jeans. Check them out in store or shop online at ae.com.
If your car's been totaled in a crash, you're entitled to collect what it retails for on the lot. But if insurance companies don't offer what you deserve, we are here to keep them honest. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Attention homeowners, Chelsea here. For a limited time, Renewal by Andersen is making it easy to upgrade your home during our free window month. When you buy 4 windows or patio doors, you'll get 1 free. Our exclusive Fibrex material delivers the perfect combination of energy efficiency, durability, and style. Perfect for your home makeover this season. But hurry, this offer won't last long. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation today. Renewal by Andersen, the better way to a better window. Restrictions apply. See website for details. License number CGC 1527613.
It's time to say hello, baseball, as spring training continues on MLB Network. Get an in-depth look at every club with daily coverage all the
slate. On the relief, Daysbel Hernandez, after 1 inning pitched, is Wander Suero. Longtime national. Bounced around a little bit in the last couple of years to L.A. and Houston. But had a great year in 2019 for the Nats, and had a great year last year in AAA for the Astros at the Sugarland Space Cowboys. I don't know where they're getting these AAA team names, but he was utterly dominant at AAA for them. So another guy that might be trying to put himself in that mix of late game options for Brian Snitker.
He'll be facing Carson Williams, leading off in the top of the 6th. There's a called strike. Defensive changes for the Braves. Gerardo Quintero takes over in left field. Nick Allen into the ball game at shortstop. Sandy Leon is the catcher. Like we mentioned, Suero on the mound. 4-0 Rays, top of the 6th inning, and the 0-1 pitch. Touches the outside corner. 0-2. Braves have used Anderson, McSteen, Holmes, Hernandez, and Suero on the mound. And the 0-2, that'll be fouled off. If you've been with us the entire ball game today, and you listened to yesterday's ball game, there were 3 ABS challenges during the game yesterday, none today. And you might wonder about that. Well, this is not one of the facilities here in the Grapefruit League that has that technology. So none of those challenges will take place in this ballpark. 0-2 is low and outside. And we were discussing that yesterday and how this is being used during spring training games to experiment with. And it's something that could come to the big league level and challenging balls and strikes in the 2026 season. 1-2 to Williams. Ground ball down the left field line, just barely foul. On a 1-2 count. But the ballparks in the Grapefruit League that have that technology are the ballparks that host Florida State League teams. And we were in one of those ballparks yesterday as the Twins facility also hosts the Fort Myers Mighty Muscles. They're in the Florida State League, so they have that technology, and they'll use it during their season in the minor leagues. 1-2 to Williams. Low and outside, 2-2.
Yeah, my 7-year-old and 4-year-old play baseball at a local park in Atlanta, and every fall when they do that, they get to name their teams after minor league teams. I've never seen so many kids fighting to be the Trash Pandas.
That was the most popular one, huh?
They all want to be the Trash Pandas.
2-2 to ground ball to third base. Charging and gloving now is Charles LeBlanc. And his throw across the diamond is true. One down here in the top of the 6th inning.
Hit for Tampa Bay, 50 Montes.
Oh, we got a blooper. Our first blooper sighting of the spring.
Bloopy's in the house.
I thought, what is Jonathan Chadwick doing playing with my hair? We got blooper in the booth. How's it going, brother? Good to see you.
There's a 6.5-foot unidentified animal in our booth, man.
There's Coco Montez. That sounds like a mascot name. Coco Montez takes a ball inside. Sitting there calling the game, and I felt somebody's fingers in the back of my hair. I'm thinking, what is Jonathan up to? There's a 1-0 pitch. A little bit low and inside. 2 balls, no strikes.
Saro was a guy that played when I was still playing, and I always loved watching him pitch because everything cuts. Everything moves away from a right-handed batter. Everything he throws, and it's pretty fascinating to watch how much movement he gets on his pitches.
Some movement there, and for a called strike. 2-1.
And even when he would play long toss before the game, you could watch him, and he's throwing all the way across the field, and the ball is cutting the entire way.
This 2-1 pitch. Low and outside, 3-1. I'd imagine a lot of that is just the anatomy of his hand. It naturally comes out that way.
Yeah, I don't think he has the capacity to throw a straight ball.
3-1 pitch hit hard but foul right under the heels of third base coach Brady Williams. 4 runs on 6 hits, no errors for the Rays. No runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Braves. Tampa with 1 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd, 2 in the 5th. And the Braves have yet to score. Had lots of opportunities, though. 3-2, he rolls over foul, still 3-2. Braves took 2 of 3 from the Rays last year during the regular season. This is the first of 4 spring training meetings between the Braves and the Rays this spring. 3-2. Hit him. Came inside and looked like it got him on the shoulder or maybe somewhere around the elbow. So Coco Montez is plunked, and he's down at first base.
Hernandez to hit for Tampa Bay.
You know, Rays spring training home, Port Charlotte, is just 15 minutes down the road. So they brought a pretty good lineup here today. As the quality of the lineup is usually related to the geographic proximity to the away game.
Called strike on the inside corner to Ricardo Hinoves. And geographically, they're closest opponent.
Yeah.
So anytime we see the Rays on the schedule, whether it's obviously home or away, it's kind of feels like a home game, doesn't it?
Sure does.
Well, 15-minute trek is the easiest trek we make here in the Grapefruit League. All outside, 1-1.
So those starters might be back in their apartments by now.
Probably so. We'll see the Rays in the regular season for 3 games in April this year. That'll be the 2nd road trip of the season. 1-1 popped up on the infield. Shading his eyes with his glove, Eddie Alvarez drifts back into the grass of right field, makes the catch and 2 away.
This is number 73, Tristan Peters.
Tristan Peters up to the plate to pitch hit for Christopher Morel. You know, that first month of the season, we really look at our road trips that first month and put them under the microscope because weather is always a concern. Think about last year, starting the season in Philadelphia and Chicago. Got snowed out one of those games. There's a called strike. This first month of the season for the Braves, we've got about as good as anybody.
Yeah.
First road trip to San Diego and L.A. Shouldn't have to worry about cold weather there by any means. Second road trip, Tampa and Toronto. We'll want to bounce it at first. So that'll be gloved by Bunnell. Steps on the bag, and there's out number 3. And, of course, you don't have to worry about the cold weather in Toronto with the roof closed. So we should be good in that regard. See if the Braves can get the bats going. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Rays 4, Braves nothing.
Tired of looking at your old floors? The solution is 50 Floor, the ultimate flooring experience. Schedule a free in-home consultation, and they'll bring hundreds of samples right to your home. They have the highest quality hardwood, carpet, laminate, and luxury vinyl, with industry-best warranties and a price match guarantee. Book an appointment today. Mention promo code 50FREE and save thousands by getting 50% off your flooring and materials. Call us at 877-50FLOOR or visit us online at 50floor.com. That's 50floor.com.
Spring into warmer weather at American Eagle. We have new arrivals that will elevate your style for the new season. You'll find lightweight tops, trending trousers, and wear everyday jeans. Check them out in store or shop online at ae.com.
Businesses invite you into their store to spend money so they can make a profit. This means that under the law, they have a duty to maintain a safe premises.
Whether it's a leak on the floor, bad lighting, an item falling off a shelf, or if you're attacked on the premises, it doesn't matter.
Stores have a legal duty to keep you safe on their property.
Our responsibility at Farah & Farah is to protect you when they don't.
Tampa.
Can't you see it? The world powered by solar and renewable energy. Here at Gray Bar, with years of renewables experience, we live in that world. Get in touch to see for yourself.
We are now ready to depart.
Book your visit at graybar.com. Yep, Gray Bar does that.
Calling all baseball fans, want to help shape the game you love? Then it's time to step up to the plate because Major League Baseball wants to hear from fans like you. Join MLB's Fans at Bat community and share your thoughts and opinions on topics such as new game rules, in-stadium experiences, and upcoming MLB content. Plus, learn how your feedback helps shape the future of baseball.
4-0. Braves offense looking to get something going against the new Rays pitcher, Antonio Hernandez. 6'4", 215-pound right-handed submariner out of Wake Forest. Had a great season last year for their AA affiliate, the Montgomery Biscuits. Really dominant numbers. Let's see what this sidearm righty can do here against this Braves lineup.
Got a bunch of changes we'll get to. LeBlanc takes a swing and a miss. Brand new outfield for the Rays, left to right. Tristan Peters in left field. Jake Mangum is in center field. It's still Matthew Edsel in right field. LeBlanc takes a called strike. New third baseman is Tanner Murray. The new shortstop is Coco Montez. Willie Vasquez in the ball game at second base. Bob Seymour is the first baseman. One low and outside. And the new catcher is Tres Barrera. So left to right on the infield, Murray, Montez, Vasquez, Seymour, and Barrera behind the plate. And Menendez on the mound. LeBlanc fouls one back. Till the 1-2 count. Did you get all that?
Oh, yeah, every bit of it. I'm just trying to play catch up here, bud.
I'm just doing my best to keep the score accurate on my scorecard. Here's a 1-2, low and inside. 2-2. Rays with 4 runs on 6 hits. Braves no runs, 4 hits, as we're at the bottom of the 6th inning. Chad Cool up in the bullpen right now. There's the 2-2 on the way to Charles LeBlanc. It's a high, towering fly ball to left center field. Jake Mangum fighting the sun, drifting to his left, makes the catch out in left center. And one down here in the 6th inning.
First baseman number 99, Hernandez.
Brings Cade Bunnell up to the plate.
Did you say Bob Seymour's playing first?
Bob Seymour.
Sounds like an accounting partner.
It does. Bunnell sends one foul into the seats down the left field line. Now, you come down to spring training. Let's say you're watching 3, 4, 5 games, maybe, following the team for a week. It doesn't take long before you not only get to see guys at the big league level, but lots of minor league guys and know exactly who they are. One pitch, missed the inside corner because there's a tendency to see the same reserves every single day.
And that's a challenge here this year with the Braves, is learning all these new guys. A lot of fresh faces in camp this year.
Bunnell takes a ball outside, 2-1.
Yeah, I went down there to the clubhouse today to chop it up a little bit, talk to the boys, and it's like, I know more staff than players now.
Yeah.
That's the nature of the game, though.
And you just played a couple of years ago.
That's right.
Just fishing for the outside corner and missed. At a 3-1 count on Cade Bunnell. Bunnell sends one foul, make it a 3-2 count.
I got to have a good conversation with Chris Sale today. Always exciting. I hadn't talked to him since he won the Cy Young Award and, piled up all the accolades he did last year. So it's good to catch up with him. He was really happy with his outing yesterday. Pretty efficient. Said I was good enough.
3-2 pitch fouled back.
But he was midway through his post-start, workout routine. So I didn't want to take too much of his time, but really an enjoyable guy to talk to. He's just as good of a person as he is a pitcher.
Yeah, he is. Got to be a good feeling to get through that first outing and it be a good one like Chris turned in yesterday. 3-2 and a ground ball. 2 hopper out there to second base. Up with it, Willie Vasquez tosses over to second base, or over to first base for the second out. 2 down.
Yeah, we talked about it on yesterday's broadcast, but I posited in the first inning that I bet Chris Sale's a little bit nervous. And because I got nervous even after 14 seasons, I would still get nervous the first spring training and the first regular season game. And talked a little about today, and he confirmed that. He said, yeah, I was had some nerves going yesterday. And I think that's great. I think that everybody needs to keep that in mind, that this guy still gets nervous.
Christian Cairo takes a called strike. I thought you had a good point along those lines when you were telling me that story before the game about how much that could mean to a younger pitcher.
Yeah.
Where if they think, look, if Chris Sale still gets nervous for a spring training start, then maybe I'm not all that bizarre out after all. There's a swing and a miss by Cairo.
Yeah. My mentor in baseball, Darren Oliver, told me, hey, when you stop getting nervous, that means you've stopped caring and it's time to go home.
Yeah.
So, every opening day, I would be very open to, hey, man, here we go again. Got some nerves going today.
2 to Christian Cairo, and he swings and misses. And the Braves go down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 6th inning. Impressive inning by Hernandez. We head to the top of the 7th here at CoolToday Park in Northport. Rays 4, Braves nothing.
At Marietta Eye Clinic.
Tired of looking at your old floors? The solution is 50 Floor, the ultimate flooring experience. Schedule a free in-home consultation, and they'll bring hundreds of samples right to your home. They have the highest quality hardwood, carpet, laminate, and luxury vinyl, with industry best warranties and a price match guarantee. Book an appointment today. Mention promo code 50FREE and save thousands by getting 50% off your flooring and materials. Call us at 877-50FLOOR or visit us online at 50floor.com. That's 50floor.com.
Get ready to spring into warmer weather. Find the new arrivals of your dreams at American Eagle, including lightweight tees, wear everyday jeans, and comfy matching sets. Get a great look at everything American Eagle has to offer by shopping in-store or online at ae.com.
Businesses invite you into their store to spend money so they can make a profit. This means that under the law, they have a duty to maintain a safe premises.
Whether it's a leak on the floor, bad lighting, an item falling off a shelf, or if you're attacked on the premises, it doesn't matter.
Stores have a legal duty to keep you safe on their property.
Our responsibility at Farah and Farah is to protect you when they don't.
Tampa.
Ah, can't you see it? The world powered by solar and renewable energy. Here at Graybar, with years of renewables experience, we live in that world. Get in touch to see for yourself.
We are now ready to depart.
Book your visit at graybar.com. Yep, Graybar does that.
It's time to say hello, baseball, as spring training returns to MLB Network. Turn on the most live coverage from pitchers and catchers reporting all the way to opening day. Check in with the players.
Hitting the Braves 4-0. Great to have you with us on a Sunday afternoon alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer, Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you. New pitcher for the Braves, right-hander Chad Kuhl. And he takes over for Wander Saro, who went one inning scoreless. Chad Kuhl, veteran out of the University of Delaware, 6'3", 200 pounds. Been around for 7-8 years. He's been with the Pirates and the Rockies, Nationals. He's with the White Sox last year, so you know he's thrilled to be out of there. And now in camp with the Braves. He'll be facing 4, 5, and 6 in the Rays order, starting with Matthew Edsel. Edsel took over in right field a couple of innings ago. This is the first time we've seen him at the plate. Right-hander Chad Kuhl deals. And a ball low and outside. Tanner Murray currently on deck for the Rays. Most of the starters out of there for both teams now. There's a called strike from Kuhl. 1 ball and 1 strike on Edsel. Two one from Kuhl. Slapped that foul on the third base line and toward the Rays dugout. 2-2.
I don't know about you, Ben, but Chad Kuhl will forever live in my memory as the starter in the most unlikely loss of the Braves season last year. Remember that game? The one-game makeup in Chicago?
Yes.
We had a red-hot Chris Sale going.
He was outstanding that day.
And Chad Kuhl started that game for a team that had won 19 games at that point.
2-2 pitch, misses inside. Yeah, we'd flown back up there for the one game.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm not mistaken, that was a 1-0 final score.
It was. I think it was an early solo homer off Sale.
3-2 and a fly ball out towards deep left field. Gerardo Quintero is under it. Has his sunglasses on, makes a chest-high catch. Edsel is retired, 1 down from Murray. You know, you look back on it now, and all is well because Chris Sale won the Cy Young. But for some reason you'd think about starts like that.
Right.
And the tough luck that he endured in games like that where he was really on his game and wasn't rewarded for it. Tanner Murray to the plate. There's a strike on the outside corner.
I think J-Chad almost jumped off the top of the Hancock Tower that day. Sometimes these losses can be a little hard on him, especially ones like that.
He wears them, man. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Chase and a miss. I think he'd have done that before the game just for the reason that he had to go in, set up for one game, and then tear down after the game and pack it back up again.
That was a late night getting in. We played a night game. I can't even remember where. But
St. Louis.
Yeah, that's right. And we get in late, and it's like, got some hoodlums knocking on my door in my hotel trying to get in.
There's the 0-2 pitch. Taking a ball outside, 1-2. Yeah, there's some pranks going on that night. Ball and 2 strikes on Murray. Murray, it's a high fly ball to deep center. Shielding his eyes from the sun, Kevin Kilpatrick drifting back, and he's able to make an over-the-shoulder catch on the edge of the warning track. That ball just continued to fly. Not an easy play to make for Kevin Kilpatrick, who stayed with it, and 2 down.
Yeah, you talk about if you can do a spring training game on the radio, you can do any regular season game. If you can catch a fly ball in spring training down here, you can catch any in the regular season because the sun is so bright and it's always windy this time of year in Florida.
A calm night game has to feel like a piece of cake after playing 6 weeks down here. Two down for Bob Seymour. Takes a big swing and a miss. I mean, most of the games here are 1 o'clock games, high skies, lots of sunshine. It's Florida, so there's always wind in one direction or the other. And if you can navigate through that in the outfield, the regular season has to feel like a cakewalk. It's misses high 1-1. One from Cool. Chase and miss by Seymour.
Well, might be worth revisiting. The wind this time of year is created in Florida because the water is still a little cool from winter, right? And we get all this sunshine and it heats up the land mass quicker than the water. So that temperature differential creates these winds we get every year.
1-2 low and outside. All right, let me ask you this. Is there a significant difference in temperature of the Atlantic water and the Gulf water? Or is it about the same?
Yeah, I would imagine that the Gulf water is much warmer. You know that.
2-2 to Seymour. Chase and a miss. Good inning by Cool. A 1-2-3 top of the 7th, and the Rays go down in order for just the second time today. Braves got to get the sticks cooking. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning, 4-0 Rays.
Whether you're
tired of looking at your old floors? The solution is 50 Floor, the ultimate flooring experience. Schedule a free in-home consultation, and they'll bring hundreds of samples right to your home. They have the highest quality hardwood, carpet, laminate, and luxury vinyl, with industry-best warranties and a price match guarantee. Book an appointment today, mention promo code 50FREE, and save thousands by getting 50% off your flooring and materials. Call us at 877-50FLOOR, or visit us online at 50floor.com. That's 50floor.com.
Spring into warmer weather at American Eagle. We have new arrivals that will elevate your style for the new season. You'll find lightweight tops, trending trousers, and wear everyday jeans. Check them out in store or shop online at ae.com.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farah and Farah so we can preserve it before it disappears. Tampa.
Attention homeowners, Chelsea here. For a limited time, Renewal by Andersen is making it easy to upgrade your home during our free window month. When you buy 4 windows or patio doors, you'll get 1 free. Our exclusive Fibrex material delivers the perfect combination of energy efficiency, durability, and style. Perfect for your home makeover this season. But hurry, this offer won't last long. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation today. Renewal by Andersen, the better way to a better window. Restrictions apply. See website for details. License number CGC 1527613.
It's time to say hello, baseball, as spring training returns to MLB Network. Turn on the most live coverage from pitchers and catchers reporting all the way to opening day. Check in with the players. Check out the new rosters with previews of all 30 clubs in 15 days. Plus, the most live spring training games anywhere. Smile. It's
for nothing. Looking to get something going on the offensive side against the new pitcher for the Rays, Dan Hammer. Yesterday we had Scott Blewett with a bad pitcher name. Today we got what I would consider to be a fantastic pitcher named Dan Hammer. 27-year-old, 6'2" right-hander. Pitched college ball at Pittsburgh.
Surely he's got a good curveball.
And a good hammer.
Name like Dan Hammer. Here's a pitch on the way from Hammer. There's a called strike on the outside corner. This is Kevin Kilpatrick at the plate. Took over in center field for Michael Harris. Mike went 0 for 2 in the game today. Four nothing Rays, bottom of the 7th, and the pitch on the way from Hammer outside.
You know, in our limited minor league information, I don't have anything on what he throws, but I said, well, he's a Rule 5 pick out of the Orioles organization for the Rays, so he must have something special. He is throwing pretty hard. Last fastball, 97.
2-1 from Hammer, swung on miss. Went back to the heat there. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Kevin Kilpatrick.
Yeah, Rule 5 being an interesting little facet of the minor league offseason.
Is 2-2. Kilpatrick swings and misses. 94 the fastball, and before Connor Capel comes to the plate, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Atlanta's only home for Braves spring training. WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station. The home of the Braves, the Fan.
4-0 Rays, bottom of the 7th. Connor Cable to the plate. Big Cable and then Nick Allen here in the 7th for the Braves. This one squirts right on by the catcher Barrera and goes to the backstop 1-0. You get selected in the Rule 5 draft, you're going to the big leagues.
Yeah, and you got to stay there with your new team. You know, each offseason, each team can only protect 40 players. So teams have to make some decisions.
1-0 is high and off the mid of Barrera to the backstop, 2-0.
So the Orioles didn't think that he was one of their 40 that they needed to protect. The Rays plucked him off, and now he has to stay in the major leagues for the majority of the year here for the Rays. And I myself was a Rule 5 pick, so, you know, they don't always work out, but there are a few success stories there.
2-0 check swing. Cable goes down to a knee, and he did go 2-1. Were you Rule 5 to the Mets?
Yes, yeah. And then the Rangers picked me up after that, and I stayed with them the whole season. So then I became, you know, their property.
Right. 2-1 up and in, 3 balls and a strike.
I think Johan Santana was probably the most famous Rule 5 pick that comes to my mind. But yeah, it's just a mechanism to keep teams from squirreling away too many top prospects. I mean, you can only protect these 40 guys, and all the other ones are available to the other teams.
3-1 pitch misses to Cable, and it's a 1-out walk for him. 1 down. Braves have a runner aboard. Braves have not had a base hit since the single by White in the 3rd inning. Nick Allen, ground ball out to short, scooping it Montez, toss it to second. There's Vasquez, and over to first to Seymour for a double play. And just like that, the bottom of the 7th evaporates from the Braves. We head to the top of the 8th, 4-0 Tampa Bay.
When you're Get ready to spring into warmer weather. Find the new arrivals of your dreams at American Eagle, including lightweight tees, wear everyday jeans, and comfy matching sets. Get a great look at everything American Eagle has to offer by shopping in-store or online at ae.com.
The ultimate March Hoops experience is in downtown Las Vegas on Fremont Street. Don't miss out on Mania Under the Sun at Stadium Swim at Circa Resort and Casino. There's no better place to take in the action than in our 6 pools with our 143-foot screen. Experience the games poolside with various seating options from cabanas, daybeds, booths, and more. No matter the size of your group, Stadium Swim is the place to be. Find all our Stadium Swim options at circalasvegas.com. Don't miss out on the action.
Tired of looking at your old floors? The solution is 50 Floor, the ultimate flooring experience. Schedule a free in-home consultation, and they'll bring hundreds of samples right to your home. They have the highest quality hardwood, carpet, laminate, and luxury vinyl, with industry-best warranties and a price match guarantee. Book an appointment today. Mention promo code 50FREE and save thousands by getting 50% off your flooring and materials. Call us at 877-50FLOOR or visit us online at 50floor.com. That's 50floor.com.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farah and Farah so we can preserve it before it disappears. Tampa.
It's time to say hello, baseball, as spring training continues on MLB Network. Get an in-depth look at every club with daily coverage all the way to opening day. Check in with the players.
Still trailing the Rays 4-0. The Braves' 7th pitcher of the day will be big veteran of 11 seasons, Shreve. He's been around a little bit. He's been on 8 different teams. Probably got a lot of friends around the league after that many different squads. 368 career big league appearances under his belt. Only made 4 last year for the Rockies in the major leagues. He's looking to break into this Braves bullpen here in Atlanta this year.
There to greet him, Tres Barrera. 7-8-9 due up for the Rays here in the top of the 8th inning. Braves will be back out on the road tomorrow facing the Orioles. Barrera takes called strike. We'll have ourselves a 1:05 Eastern first pitch tomorrow. Braves and Orioles. In Sarasota, that'll be Ronaldo Lopez and Dean Kramer going at it tomorrow afternoon. It'll be the first time we've seen the Orioles this spring. And we're back at home on Tuesday and Wednesday. Check swing and appeal down the first base line. Didn't go. And a 2-1 count. We'll have ourselves an overnight trip next week. Going over there to the east coast of Florida to see the Nationals and the Marlins. Huge swing and a miss by Barrera, 2-2. Good to be back at it. Back into the swing of things here at Spring Training 2025. Here's a 2-2 to Barrera, and he swings and misses. Shreve just wiped him out.
Yeah, that was back-to-back split fingers from the lefty. You don't see a lot of those from the left-handed side, but Shreve's got a good one, and he likes to throw it. He throws it about 41% of the time, so he throws that split even more than his fastball, and that is a nasty one. It looked like it just never going to get to the plate and just dove out of the strike zone.
One down for Jake Mangum, who came to the ball game in center field an inning ago. This is his first trip to the plate. Takes a backdoor curveball for a ball. Out a 1-0 count. 4 runs on 6 hits for the Rays. No runs on 4 hits for the Braves. 1-0 breaking ball in for a called strike. Dropped the curve in on a 1-1 count. Mangum taking over for Meisner. 1-0 for 3. 1-1 and a weakly hit ground ball to short. Gloving Nick Allen. Throw over. Close play as Mangum was hustling down the line, but play is in time. So he gets him on a bang-bang play at first base, and it's a 6-3 put out of Mangum. That'll bring Willie Vasquez to the plate. Rays have gone down in order twice in this game, and Shreve hoping for a 1-2-3 8th inning. Vasquez skies one foul onto the rooftop down the right field line. One tucked inside, almost hit him. They get a 1-1 count on Willie Vasquez as an open stance at the back of the right-hand batter's box. 1-1 misses low and inside, 2-1. Shreve brings the 2-1. Big bender swung and missed by Vasquez. Everything looking sharp for Shreve right now.
Yeah, it's an interesting pitch mix. I mentioned that splitter he really likes, and after seeing a bunch of splitters, that 89, 90-mile fastball looks pretty dang hard.
2-2, way outside, 3-2. Rays are searching for their first win of the spring. So are the Braves. 3-2 pitch. Adios. He swings and misses right over the top of the breaking ball in a 1-2-3 8th inning composed by Chase and Shreve. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Still a 4-0 lead for the Rays.
When you need a lawyer after an auto accident, don't just choose any legal.
Tired of looking at your old floors? The solution is 50 Floor, the ultimate flooring experience. Schedule a free in-home consultation, and they'll bring hundreds of samples right to your home. They have the highest quality hardwood, carpet, laminate, and luxury vinyl, with industry-best warranties and a price match guarantee. Book an appointment today. Mention promo code 50FREE and save thousands by getting 50% off your flooring and materials. Call us at 877-50FLOOR or visit us online at 50floor.com. That's 50floor.com.
Spring into warmer weather at American Eagle. We have new arrivals that will elevate your style for the new season. You'll find lightweight tops, trending trousers, and wear everyday jeans. Check them out in store or shop online at ae.com.
If you've been in a big truck accident, you need a lawyer that specializes in big trucks. A lawyer who knows all the federal traffic rules that can affect your case.
And who can navigate the complex web of laws dealing with the trucking company, the leasing company, the shipper, and all the other details that can complicate your case.
At Farah & Farah, we've seen it all, and we're ready to go the long haul to fight for you. Tampa.
Can't you see it? The world powered by solar and renewable energy. Here at Gray Bar, with years of renewables experience, we live in that world. Get in touch to see for yourself.
We are now ready to depart.
Book your visit at graybar.com. Yep, Gray Bar does that.
baseball fans want to help shape the game you love? Then it's time to step up to the plate because Major League Baseball wants to hear from fans like you. Join MLB's Fans at Bat community and share your thoughts and opinions on topics such as new game rules, in-stadium experiences, and upcoming MLB content. Plus, learn how your feedback helps shape the future of baseball.
He's still on top, 4-0. Dan Hammer worked a clean bottom of the seventh with one strikeout on to relieve him. The 24-year-old right-hander Trevor Martin, 6'5" tall, 238 pounds of twisted steel. Pitched in Oklahoma State in college. Now facing these baby Braves here at the end of this spring training game.
Here's Gerardo Quintero to lead it off for the Braves in the eighth. And he swings, and it's a fly ball in the air down the left field line. Tristan Peters coming over, and Peters runs out of room. That's foul ball. Went into that corner and out of view from where we are. And the ball went bouncing around. 0-1 on Gerardo Quintero.
And I hope these kids on the left field berm have reapplied their SPF today, because we have just had unadulterated sunshine. And there's no shelter out there.
Yeah, no break from it out there down the left field line or on the berm. I don't think they care right now.
See, we talked about yesterday, kids rolling down the hill.
Yeah. 0-1 up and in. I mean, kids at a baseball stadium see a hill.
Mm-hmm.
They have to roll down it.
That's right.
Here's a 1-1 pitch on the way from Marvin. In for a called strike. And the parents don't care. Kids getting all the energy out. Maybe that means they'll go to bed when they get home.
Yeah, good luck with that. Hopefully none of them break their wrists like little Darren did.
There's a 1-2 to Quintero. Check swing, they appealed, didn't go. 2-2.
Although if you ask my dad, Ralphie, he thinks I heard it jumping into my sleeping bag the night before.
And then aggravated it going down the hill, maybe?
Yeah. And I think that actually did happen.
Makes sense.
I just didn't want to put it out there. I broke my wrist jumping into a sleeping bag.
2-2, swung on miss. Quintero fans, one down here in the eighth.
I wasn't the smartest little kid. I also broke my nose diving into an oak tree because it was the base playing hide and go seek at summer camp.
But you made it, though.
Yes. But overall, I would have rather been it. Because that was my second consecutive summer I had to go to the hospital from summer camp.
Did you take a root to the face or the actual tree?
No, the tree trunk.
There's ball outside.
Dumb and competitive is not a good mix.
Well, but you won. So. 1-0 pitch on the way to Leon. That's hacked that and missed.
Yeah, the previous summer we did a roller skating excursion.
Mm-hmm.
And little Darren broke his other wrist that summer.
So as a kid, you broke a nose, both wrists. Anything else?
Yeah, fingers, toes. Broke my foot in high school. Broke my hip in high school.
Broke your hip in high school?
Yeah.
1-1. Leon goes after it and misses every stitch of that. 1-2.
No, you think broken hip, you think like a senior falling.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't. No, it was a little fracture on a growth plate from running too much while I was growing.
So just over time, there's a 1-2 pitch outside. Oh, did that just happen over time? All of a sudden, one day you're running and snap.
Well, my parents thought it was a good idea for me. This big body, this frame. I'm not a thoroughbred. I'm a Clydesdale. They thought, hey, let's go make him run cross country. Great idea, Pops. Thanks.
There's a 2-2 pitch. Low it outside to Leon.
So to answer your question, it's more of a chronic thing. All that running eventually. My hip hurts. Keep running.
Tough it out.
Faster. That's my childhood.
There's a 3-2 on the way to Leon, fouled back. And then in your career, was your list of injuries?
Oh,
we don't have that time.
We only got 2 innings left. I had 2 hamstring surgeries and a hip surgery. Also, shoulder, elbow stuff as well. So that played for long enough. I was lucky enough to hurt myself a bunch.
That's true. Again, the 3-2 to Leon. He fouls that back. So of all those injuries, what would be the top of the list for the worst one to go through for you?
Are you talking about kid injuries or adult injuries?
Adult injuries. for a play.
Yeah, I've torn my hamstring off the bone twice, and the second time it was very violent. Like, it felt like somebody shot me.
Yeah.
You know, Forrest Gump in Vietnam. Somebody bit me. You know, I don't remember what he said, but it felt like somebody shot me in the butt.
I bet it did. 3-2, and he unloads deep right field. Back to the wall and out of the ballpark. Sandy Leon hits one deep over the right field wall. The Braves have their first run of the day.
There we go.
Good at bat. He was able to battle pitch after pitch. Finally got one that he could smash out of here. And Leon puts the Braves on the board. It's 4-1.
Well, Ben, I hope we have good audio engineers, or else they're going to hear "shot me in the butt," and there it goes.
Back to the top of the order. That'd be a great home run call. Probably felt like a shot in the butt to Marvin. One down for Eddie Alvarez. There's a called strike. Eddie Alvarez 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Takes a called strike. Trevor Martin, the 7th pitcher used by the Rays in the game. And the first to give up a run. Two to Alvarez. He swings and misses. Helmet just about came off. And he trots back to the dugout. 2 down here in the 8th inning.
Now, if you ask me my worst childhood injury, it was definitely the broken nose, because I unknowingly sentenced myself to a lifetime of mouth breathing.
It started that day, huh?
Oh, man.
Being on the radio, you're in the right place. Charles LeBlanc up to the plate. Ground ball foul outside the bag at third. Adding up all your spring trainings as a player, minor league and big leagues, and now your spring trainings behind the microphone, how many spring trainings is this for you?
20.
Number 20. Roll one to LeBlanc. That'll be swung on and missed. JC, how many spring trainings is this for you? He's counting up back there. He's got to be close to 20 as well. 2 pitch on the way to Charles LeBlanc. In the dirt, 1-2.
Yeah.
So start to finish spring training, 16 for him.
Mm-hmm.
This is 15 for me. And was looking up Brian Snitker's career. This is his 49th spring training.
Good night.
Be it as a player, coach, manager. 1-2 to LeBlanc. And a swing and a miss by him. He strikes out. And that ends the bottom of the 8th. But the Braves get on the board with a home run by Sandy Leon. We go to the top of the 9th, 4-1 Rays.
Remember the good old days?
Tired of looking at your old floors? The solution is 50 Floor, the ultimate flooring experience. Schedule a free in-home consultation, and they'll bring hundreds of samples right to your home. They have the highest quality hardwood, carpet, laminate, and luxury vinyl, with industry-best warranties and a price match guarantee. Book an appointment today, mention promo code 50FREE, and save thousands by getting 50% off your flooring and materials. Call us at 877-50FLOOR, or visit us online at 50floor.com. That's 50floor.com.
Spring into warmer weather at American Eagle. We have new arrivals that will elevate your style for the new season. You'll find lightweight tops, trending trousers, and wear everyday jeans. Check them out in store or shop online at ae.com.
Life doesn't stop after you've been involved in a car accident. You've got things to do and places to be. If your car is damaged, call Farah & Farah anytime, 7 days a week. Farah & Farah, Tampa.
Attention homeowners, Chelsea here. For a limited time, Renewal by Andersen is making it easy to upgrade your home during our free window month. When you buy 4 windows or patio doors, you'll get 1 free. Our exclusive Fibrex material delivers the perfect combination of energy efficiency, durability, and style. Perfect for your home makeover this season. But hurry, this offer won't last long. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation today. Renewal by Andersen, the better way to a better window. Restrictions apply. See website for details. License number CGC 1527613.
It's time to say hello, baseball, as spring training continues on MLB Network. Get an in-depth look at every club with daily coverage all the way to opening day. Check in with the players. Check out the new
bullpen once again, trying to keep the score right where it is. 4-1, Rays beating the Braves. Next pitcher is Amos Willingham. Big righty, 6'4", 223, 26 years old. He's got 19 games of Major League experience, all with the Washington Nationals over the past 2 seasons. Had a really nice season last year in AAA Rochester, working 55 innings, 71 strikeouts. He's a local boy, or at least for college. He went to Georgia Tech, just down I-75 from the home of the Braves.
He knows his way around town.
Mm-hmm.
Facing Coco Montez. And he'll swing and send one foul up into the parking lot down the right field line.
Attention media, today's attendance is 6,624. 6624.
It's the voice of Mitch George giving us our attendance here today for our first home spring training game. Here's the 0-1 to Montez. Line shot out to third and caught out of the air by Charles LeBlanc. Nice play to his left. One down here in the 9th inning. 6,624 here in attendance on a Sunday afternoon at CoolToday Park in Northport, Florida, here in Sarasota County. This ballpark holds about 8,000 capacity. And a nice day wherever you're taking in the game here in this beautiful venue, whether in the shade of the grandstand or out there basking in the rays on the berm in left field. What a great facility. And we'd love to see you down here at some point this spring. See if you can make yourself a little trip down to Northport, Florida, and catch the Braves over the course of the spring session. Check swing by Ricardo Genovas, and he didn't go in a 2-0 count. If you're coming out of Atlanta, the directions are pretty simple. Just jump on I-75 and keep driving south. Keep going. On down here. Pitch misses high, 3-0. And in between Sarasota and Fort Myers is Northport. And that's where our spring home is. About 10 miles inland from the Gulf. And there the beach town of Venice is right there. There's a called strike. So between Northport and Venice, some really good food options. Great beaches along the way. Good baseball. And it is a terrific home for us for 6 weeks over the course of spring training. We love being down here. 3-1 pitch, put it on the top shelf and out of the reach of Genovas at a 3-2 count.
We had a pretty good dinner last night. A little local Florida grouper. No chicken tendies today, though. You know, we can't have tendies every day.
And we'd grow feathers if we did. Yeah, it was good last night. Here's the 3-2. That'll be fouled off. Was it Tarpon Springs where we ended up last night? What's the name of the place?
I think it was Tarpon Point.
Tarpon Point.
Yeah.
Yeah, the good grouper there that all 3 of us got. One of many fine restaurants here in the area. 3-2 on Ricardo Genovas. 3-2, fouled off the inside of his left foot.
Now you said Snit, it's his 49th spring training?
49 spring trainings.
This is mind-boggling. You think about how many hours of his life he's spent watching baseball.
Yeah. Well, he's seen the Braves train in 3 different places in Florida. Chasing a miss by Genovas. And Amos Willingham strikes him out, 2 down.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try to do that math here on the paper. I don't have time for that. I know I'd done it for myself before, and to try to figure out how many years I had spent actively watching baseball. It gets kind of fuzzy. It'd probably be easier with Snit just because of all the schedules being online.
Yeah. Tristan Peters, check swing. He went 0-1. Oh, Amos looking for a good inning here in the ninth inning. One fouled off. Nothing in two.
Was Old Amos the name of a restaurant?
I was just thinking about the Jerry Reed song, Amos Moses. Here comes Amos.
Okay. I think there was a restaurant in my childhood called Old
Amos? That sounds like a good restaurant. I'd eat at Old Amos restaurant. 0-2, a chase and a miss. Peters lost his hat, and Amos knocked him in the head with a stump. 1-2-3, they go in the top of the ninth. We head to the bottom of the ninth inning, 4-1 Rays.
With us today, a developer from
Tired of looking at your old floors? The solution is 50 Floor, the ultimate flooring experience. Schedule a free in-home consultation, and they'll bring hundreds of samples right to your home. They have the highest quality hardwood, carpet, laminate, and luxury vinyl, with industry-best warranties and a price match guarantee. Book an appointment today, mention promo code 50FREE, and save thousands by getting 50% off your flooring and materials. Call us at 877-50FLOOR, or visit us online at 50floor.com. That's 50floor.com.
Spring into warmer weather at American Eagle. We have new arrivals that will elevate your style for the new season. You'll find lightweight tops, trending trousers, and wear everyday jeans. Check them out in store or shop online at ae.com.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farah and Farah so we can preserve it before it disappears. Tampa.
Attention homeowners, Chelsea here. For a limited time, Renewal by Andersen is making it easy to upgrade your home during our free window month. When you buy 4 windows or patio doors, you'll get 1 free. Our exclusive Fibrex material delivers the perfect combination of energy efficiency, durability, and style. Perfect for your home makeover this season. But hurry, this offer won't last long. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation today. Renewal by Andersen, the better way to a better window. Restrictions apply. See website for details. License number CGC 1527613.
Calling all baseball fans, want to help shape the game you love? Then it's time to step up to the plate because Major League Baseball wants to hear from fans like you. Join MLB's Fans at Bat community and share your thoughts and opinions on topics such as new game rules, in-stadium experiences, and upcoming MLB content. Plus, learn how your feedback helps shape the future of baseball. Raise your voice and show your passion.
You're here to avoid falling to 0-2 in Grapefruit League action here in 2025. On a pitch for the Rays, Nathan Wiles, 6'4", right-hander, 26-year-old. Pitched college at Oklahoma. He's been marinating down there in AAA, the Durham Bulls. Usually a pretty good pitching staff down there. He served as a starter and a reliever over the last 2 years.
We'll be facing Bunnell, Devers, and Kilpatrick in the bottom of the ninth. It's been great to have you with us this Sunday. Bunnell takes a called strike. Alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick, Ben Ingram here with you from CoolToday Park here in Northport, Florida. Rays 4, Braves 1, bottom of the ninth. 0-1 pitch. A little bit off the plate. 1-1 on Cade Bunnell. 6,624 in attendance. And just about all of them are still here. They've enjoyed their first day at the home venue this spring. There's a called strike. Couldn't have asked for a better day for it.
Mm-hmm. Ben, have you been to that Durham Park?
No, not the new one.
Oh, fantastic.
There's the 1-2 to Bunnell. He swings and misses at strike 3. I passed through that way in January a couple of years ago and went by the old ballpark where they filmed the movie and everything, just to walk around and see that for the first time. But I've heard the new ballpark over there is outstanding. Never been there.
I did a couple of rehab appearances there at the end of my career, and I was like, well, this is what the kids get to play in now in AAA? I mean, it's beautiful. Nice backdrop, great crowds, a lot of good craft beer and food in the stadium.
It's a great town. Jose Devers takes a ball low. Jose, the cousin of Rafael Devers, and getting a plate appearance. There's a 1-0 pitch. Check swing. He went 1-1. Well, I love those towns and communities in the minor leagues that have supported their minor league teams for several decades.
Yeah.
You think about so many teams that might go to place for 15, 20 years and they're on to the next city. 1-1 high and away. Then you have towns like that, or Rochester, or Toledo, that have supported their minor league teams for decades upon decades.
The Jacksonville Suns. I'm sorry, the Jacksonville.
Now the Jumbo Shrimp.
The Jumbo
they were the
Shrimp,
Suns for the longest time. Love that ballpark. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Big bouncer to second. To his right, bending and scooping Willie Vasquez. Throws on the run and hits his target Bob Seymour at first, and the Braves are down to their final out.
Yeah, the O'Days would frequent the Jacksonville Suns quite a bit, and my dad would get frustrated because I didn't want to watch the game. I wanted to go roll down the hill.
See what else you could break.
Yeah, exactly. I managed to not have a serious injury there, although we did play our T-ball championship game in that stadium. Could you imagine 6 or 7-year-olds playing in that stadium?
That's crazy. Kevin Kilpatrick loops one in between second and short, and there's a base hit in the left center field. Kilpatrick keeps the game alive with a 2-out single. I caught a game there one time. This is the Mississippi Braves and the then Jacksonville Suns. And the Mississippi Braves had Jason Hayward and Freddie Freeman up and coming. And the Suns had a guy at the time named Mike Stanton.
Yeah.
Now it's Giancarlo Stanton. And the spectacle was unbelievable. It was a 5-game series, and all those prospects who became Major League stars absolutely went off. It was amazing. Pitch misses low to Connor Capel. Logan Morrison, I believe, was also part of that Suns team. So it was a scout's delight. That's what I think about when I think about working in that stadium. There's a fly ball out towards deep left center field, hunting the gap. That's down for a base hit. That's going to be cut off at the warning track by the center fielder Mangum. Kilpatrick flying around third base. He goes into the plate scoring, and it's an RBI double by Capel to make it a 4-2 game. Perfectly placed out there in left center between Peters and Mangum. And the RBI by Capel makes it 4-2, and now the tying run comes to the plate in Allen. Homer ties the game. See if Allen can keep it alive versus Wiles. Right-hander Wiles pumps in a strike, 0-1. Righty-righty matchup. 0-1 pitch. Allen spits on that one low and outside. 1-1. Braves have out-hit the Rays 7-6, but trailing 4-2. Here's the 1-1 to Nick Allen. He swings and misses, and the Braves down to their final strike. Allen hit into a double play in the 7th inning. That's his only previous trip to the dish in this game. Wiles comes set right at the belly. 1-2 pitch. Hanging alive, fouling one back to our right and on the rooftop. Allen digging back in. Bright white batting gloves, gripping an all-black bat. Taps 3 corners of the plate and then stares down the big right-hander Wiles. Capel a lead at second. Wiles shakes off his catcher Barrera, now ready with a 1-2. Here it comes. And he just missed outside. Barrera, the catcher, flinched, thinking it was about to be a called third strike, but Ryan Wills didn't offer that up, and a 2-2 count.
I think if the ABS was available, we might have seen it right there.
That'd have been wild to see a game end on something like that.
Walk-off computer strike.
Count even at 2. Wiles deals. Allen slugs one to third, taken on the short hop by Murray. The throw across is in time, and the Rays win 4-2 over the Braves. So the Braves made some noise there in the 9th inning, coming away with a run on 2 hits, but in the end, not enough. Now the final score, Rays 4, Braves 2. Back with the totals after this.
During President's Day savings at the Home Depot, get up to 35% off select appliances. Plus, save up to an extra $450 on select appliances like Whirlpool. Shop the side-by-side fingerprint-resistant stainless steel refrigerator with an indoor can caddy. Or the the fingerprint-resistant stainless steel top-control dishwasher with 3 5-inch shelves. Make the most of President's Day savings and our lowest prices guaranteed at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. See homedepot.com/price match for details. See store or online for details. Minimum purchase required.
Everything changes with the passage of time. One generation takes the place of the next.